What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, look at this girl. Look at this girl. Yes. Yeah. All right, got something a little bit different in mind for this video. And I've done videos about my miniature printing before. So, not miniature painting. I've done videos about my miniature painting before. When I just started, I did a video, the very first paint that I did. I still have the figure somewhere. I don't know where that one is. So I thought I would follow that up. This is generally my painting area on my new desk that I got this past Christmas. And you can see some of the figures I've been working on in various states of paint. And I've got so many different paints. Been working on my HeroQuest game system. So I also DM in a couple different D&D games, and one of the things I had asked my players to do is design a mini for me. And what I want to do is take that design, print it, paint it, and send it back to them so that they have a figure of their character for them. So one of my players designed this figure here for her character. This is Maeve Rose, and we're using the website Hero Forge to design this. And this is her vision of the character. This is Squee. Squee is a goblin Gloomstalker Ranger. And we definitely have we very much have a This is Halloween theme going on. This is still, I'm still working on the first layer. I need to do the pants, the boots. I'm still trying to decide what exactly I want to do with the base and with the mushrooms. But I usually do basing the bases last. But yeah, need some browns and leathers, so I'll need to get out some paints there. I have downloaded my files, and now we're putting it in my 3D printing software. But we can't just print like that, so I need to rotate this, figure out. This is not always kind of a bit of a more of an art than a science for where these platforms go. Okay, now I'm gonna grab my other one and drop Choke in here. Rotate it down just a little bit. There we go. It might just be an issue where we have to see how the print goes. But they might work. That should be good positioning on the plate. I want to slice that up. About a 2-hour and 9-minute print. Now, I am playing with resin, so gloves, mask is a good idea too. I've already done everything I need to. I mixed everything up, so I just need to turn the machine on, and we're off to the races. Alright, so our print finished. I'm used to doing this with 2 hands. I'm doing this with 1. So we're going to take this off. You can see that this print here definitely failed. If we look at the base of the Mini, it got warped. It looks like the supports didn't quite make it to the base. The rest of it looks okay, just by quick look. And then this one, by quick look, looks okay. So the next thing that I want to do is I need to take these and I need to wash them. And to wash them, I'm going to be using 99% isopropyl alcohol. And I've got it in this big thing here. So we are just I'm gonna add a little bit more. I generally want around 3,000 milliliters in here. Is usually gives me good coverage. But one of the prints looks like it did not turn out the way I wanted it to, but we can take a closer look at that after they've washed, and I'll probably run it through the cure as well, just to make sure it's safe to handle. Let's see. Let's see how this turned out. Started a second print of the Trilk figure. Really, both of them. Not a huge deal. So I'm just going to pull that out. I'm going to let it dry for just a little bit. There we go. Oh no, on the floor. And the base is clear. Alright, so this guy got really, I mean, you can see on the base there how bad that is. Let's pull them off. But yeah, the bottom piece of his glaive also failed. Oh, it's just kind of falling off. And the front looks good. Back not so much. Alright, let's look at Maeve. Maeve looks pretty good so far. I'll pull it off of the base, and that is not a bad print, I don't think. So I'm gonna set this tray down right there, and then I'm gonna grab my figure for Maeve. I'm gonna put Trilk on here too. Just, I want to finish curing him. Put the lid on. We have to have the lid on for this part of it. Set it to cure, and I'm just going to do a 1-minute cure. And I think this is just the coolest part of this whole process. When the curing is done, we have our figure. And I can see, now that I look more closely at it, that the edge of her scabbard also failed to print properly. So we'll probably need to, I'm going to declare this a failure. We're already printing the next one, but this could take a few attempts until we get a good one. Alright, so I finally got some good prints. And you can kind of see all the failures I had. This took me a little bit longer than I thought it would. And you can see there we've got Trilk the Bugbear and Maeve Ruby the Human Druid. When I finally got a good print of Trilk, he turned out really good. It took me a couple attempts. You can see this guy's pretty good, but there's a problem with the base. This guy's pretty good. This guy's real close. But his arm got smushed. Guy, well, he doesn't even have an arm or a face. The next one was even worse. He doesn't even really have a head. This guy, I had high hopes for this guy, and then his arm came off. And then he's missing the bottom piece of his glaive. So I went back in, I reoriented the figure a little bit, so that the glaive was standing straight up, basically like that. Which took a little bit longer to print, because the higher the print goes, the longer it takes. But he turned out really well. I'm looking forward to painting him. Those are the figures. The next part will be to prime them. I have some spray paint for that. And then we can start painting like we have for that one. But I think I'm going to save the painting for another day. This is pretty much just going to be this is how I print. This is one of the things I do now. So thanks so much for watching. This ended up taking a little bit longer than I expected it to, but is a lot of fun. It's frustrating. But anyway, thanks so much for watching this. We'll come back later at some point and definitely do some painting. But for today, be sure to do all the things down below. Make sure to leave me a nice comment. And I will see you all next time.